Thanks for joining us for another edition of The Small Business Show with
Cheyenne
Jim Fitzpatrick,
Malone.
exclusively on ASBN.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we are discussing a concept called the customer hierarchy of needs. Joining us now to talk more about this is author, speaker, and customer service and experience expert, Shep Hyken. Glad to have you. Love having you on. Shep, you wrote on this very topic. Let's talk about this. Kind of walk us through this pyramid of customer hierarchy.
Yeah, great to be back, by the way. Thanks for having me. So here's what I came up with this idea. We're all familiar with the Maslow hierarchy of needs, that goes, food, water, basic needs to self-actualization. And so I came up with this idea that this is what customers want and expect. At the base of the pyramid is products do what they're supposed to do. They work. If you buy something from a company, you expect that it's going to work. Next is alignment. Are we in alignment with what they've promised? If they claim they've got great service, do we agree with them? And often that takes time. You don't get it on the first time. You hope for it. And if it happens the first time, you like it and you may come back. And if it happens the second, the third, and the fourth time, well, then you are in alignment with what they're promising. And then we move into something really important, which is trust, which comes from that predictable experience. But I need to trust the company at another level. Today, more than ever, with AI and us giving information to companies, how are they using that information? Are they protecting that information? Do I trust them to manage it well? And do I trust they're going to respect me as a customer? And that goes back to the alignment of what they're all about. Next is appreciation. That's the fourth as we get toward the top of that pyramid. Are they showing me that they appreciate me as a customer? Are they treating me well? For lack of a better term, do I feel like they said thank you at the appropriate times and appropriately enough? And finally, at the top, the very top, it's emotional connection. This is where loyalty takes place. You cannot have loyalty unless there's an emotional connection. Repeat business comes from a customer saying, I like them, they're always friendly, they're always nice. And as soon as that happens again and again and again, why would a customer even risk doing business with anyone else? When you get to that point of where you're emotionally connected, price is far less relevant. The trust is very high. So you just don't, I think that's the place that companies want to be. As a consumer or a customer in a B2B or a B2C world, this is where we want our customers to be because it's a competitive advantage beyond belief.
And, Shep, you've been studying customers and their needs for decades, right? Give us an example of a business that uses this model or how one could.
Well, when I do my speeches all over the world, I'll ask a general question from the stage. Just somebody blurt out your favorite companies to do business with. And the number one is Amazon. And even though Amazon doesn't sell their own products, I'll argue that Amazon falls in this pyramid because they don't want to sell you a product that doesn't work because they stand behind whatever they sell, even if it's somebody else's product, right?
True.
And if you've got a problem, you call them, they take care of it. You're in alignment with what their commitment and their promises, and you trust them because they treat you so well. And one of the reasons you trust them is because they send you emails. Now, nobody likes to have their email inbox clogged with emails, but what they love is information. So your order has been accepted. Your order has been shipped. Here's the tracking information. Your order has been delivered. Here's a picture of it leaning up against your door. And they're giving you great information, which means you start to trust them and you appreciate them. When you come back, welcome. This is what on my screen looks like. Welcome, Shep. And then they start showing me what I was looking at before. It's almost as if I'm walking into a store and the salesperson's going, hey, welcome back, Shep. You know what? You were looking at that pair of shoes the last time you were here. You want to look at them again, new colors. And then, of course, at the top is that emotional connection. I have become I've become Amazonized. Is that a real word?
It is now.
It is because they're so easy. I go on and you know what? Then they have that little girl over there named Alexa. I don't want to say it too loud because she's going to speak up. But all I need to do is say, Alexa, I need more dishwashing detergent. I need another whatever. And every once in a while, she'll say, hey, it's Friday night. You ordered a pizza last week. You want another pizza? I mean, they are connecting with me. It's like I live with this person. And I'm not saying they're as emotionally connected as my dog, but I'm there. So there's a great example. Apple, which is another company that gets blurted out quite a bit when I ask that question. They do have products that work. They have a whole culture that you buy into and you're in alignment with. They create trust with the incredible service they deliver and the way that they do it. And their products are so high quality. They appreciate their customers. And you know what? At the end of the day, you ask people who love Macs compared to people who love PCs, it's like, what Kool-Aid are they drinking?
Yeah.
So
I may or may not be one of those. For businesses, right? Think about the entrepreneurs and business owners that are watching. Anything that they can do now to help enhance their customer service approach based on your model.
Sure. It's very simple. First of all, they have to decide that they want to be in this business and create a customer-focused culture. And that decision is made at the top, and it's got to permeate all the way down. But some of the ideas that I talk about, the hard one is how do you change the culture? We can do that another day, talk about that topic. But once you decide you want to do it, create a journey map. And this is something I ask many smaller companies. When I say small, medium-sized businesses, they can have 500 employees, 1,000 employees. They haven't done this exercise. Every interaction point that customer has with you in your organization needs to be plotted out in a linear line. And every interaction point, by the way, behind those interaction points or touch points, as you might call them, are what I call impact points, which are the things behind the scenes that are driving that experience. Somebody may never see the customer, but something they're doing is part of the process that makes it happen for them. But let's stay with that top line. Every interaction point, let's take a look at it. Are we maximizing it for the best benefit of our customers, clients, guests, whatever you want to call them? And if not, could we make it better? Because that's where obviously we assume the product that we sell is supposed to do what it's supposed to do and it works. But beyond that, what is the experience that's going to drive alignment, trust, appreciation, and ultimately the emotional connection? Because if we manage all of those interactions and work hard to make them right, we do it again and again. Customers say this: I love doing business with them. They're always so helpful when I call. They're always quick to get back to me when I want to place an order or I have a question. That word always followed by something positive lets you know that you're creating that predictable experience that drives a lot of what we're talking about today.
Well said. Any final thoughts for us today, Shep?
Wow. Well, I just think it's real simple. Like the old Nike commercials, just do it. This is not rocket science. What we've explained today is within the realm of the smallest businesses and the largest businesses. So just do it.
All right. I love the advice. Shep Hyken, author, speaker, customer service, and experience expert. Thanks so much for coming on today, and thank all of you for watching.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of The Small Business Show with Cheyenne Fitzpatrick, exclusively on ASBN.com.